So here I'm going to demonstrate the 90-90 pails and rails. So for the front leg, which we want at a 90-degree angle, we're going to work on external rotation. So it's going to begin by getting into a passive stretch. Imagine bringing your sternum nice, tall, up and over this lead leg. So you get a nice big stretch out here on the hip. And you're going to hold this initial stretch for 2 minutes. At the end of those 2 minutes, then you're going to start creating full body tension before driving more tension through the floor, turning that dial from 0 to 100% of maximum isometric tension for as long as you keep for 10 seconds, okay? And so you're gonna create full body tension, trap all that air in here, drive this leg down to the floor just a bit, not too much, but don't want you to cramp here, and slowly start driving down, hold that max for 10 seconds. At the end of those 10 seconds, then you're gonna do the rails contraction, which would be to try to pull your leg up towards your chest, or try to pull yourself deeper. So you should feel the stuff on the inside of the thigh right here, firing a lot harder. And you're gonna hold that for 10 seconds. At the end of that 10 seconds, then you're gonna try to either go a little bit deeper, or if that is as far as you can go, you're gonna hang out. And as soon as everything sort of settles down, you're gonna do another pails contraction to the floor, rails contraction up toward the chest, come down a little bit deeper or relax. You're gonna do one more cycle, and then you're gonna focus on the rear leg. So in general, you're gonna do 3 cycles for each of these. So for internal rotation, remember the whole idea of internally rotating the femur and the socket, which would be almost like you're squeezing your butt, right? So you should be able to see my hand kind of rolling over the hip. So the initial one is you're just gonna hold a stretch. So if you want a deeper stretch, you would go closer toward the hip joint. And so you would hold that static stretch. At the end of those 2 minutes, that initial hold, you're gonna slowly start driving the leg down through the floor, trying to cut the foot at a 45-degree angle. You're gonna hold that maximum contraction for 10 seconds. And then you're going to internally rotate, and then you're gonna try to pull the foot up, levering off of the knee, and try to lift the foot up. At the end of those 10 seconds, you're gonna bring it back down to the floor. You can either stay in the same position, just let it all settle down and do it again, or you can go even closer to the hip, which would challenge it even more. You would do 3 cycles there, and then you would flip around and do the exact same thing on the other side. Get a nice deep stretch, hold the stretch for 2 minutes, pails into the floor, rails toward you, get a little bit deeper, let it relax, pails and rails again, one more time, pails and rails. Go on to the other leg, do the exact same thing, and you're done.